Advanced Elements is the leader in design and manufacturing of inflatable kayaks with cutting-edge technology and providing excellent customer service. All of their products are designed to give paddlers the tools they need at a value they deserve. Check them out at advancedelements.com or call toll-free at 866-262-9076. Hello and welcome to Paddling Places, Florida. I'm your host, Mr. D. Hey, today we are out on the Highway 60 Bridge Peace River Kayak and Canoe Launch. And I'm just now walking to it. I want to see if it's accessible because I have no idea. I'm beginning to see the ramp here, definitely going to require wheels. I'm looking at the ramp here and I want to see what type of ramp it is. It doesn't look too bad here. I see two of them. This is a sandy spot. Give you an idea what it looks like here. And I really don't know where the launch section is. I'm seeing some drag marks here. I think this is the launch right here. Let's see. So we're gonna go up the, I could launch here. There's a thing over there. We're gonna check the other one real quick. Now, this is part of my new idea for Paddling Places, Florida. Normally, I'm already set up and getting ready to go on the water and all. But this way, you'll see what I do when I come out to a facility to check it before I launch. Because, you know, I don't know. Okay, let's look like, well, we got a lot of felled trees. Well, it looks like the first section I looked at there is going to be the launch. This has got a big drop off right here, so that won't work. You could launch off the pier right over there, but that's awful high up. That's not my forte. I prefer doing a soft launch, so I'm just going to wheel it down. It's probably maybe 100 yards from the parking lot, so that's not that bad. So I'm gonna do a final check here before I go ahead and prep the craft to come on down. Right now, I think I'm gonna go upstream, but we'll make that decision once I get in the water. It does have not a heavy drop, but it's definitely a soft launch. You can see it here. So what do you say we go ahead and get this boat in the water? Well, hey guys, we are out here on the Peace River right now and right at the bridge. And I found out going upstream doesn't work. They've got a bunch of rocks blocking the upstream paddle. Now, you can get out and portage over that little bunch of rocks, but I decided not to do that. So I'm heading downstream, and there's a lot of fish activity right now. The water is almost like a stagnant smell. I'm really not liking that too much. That's definitely gator country. So I'm just kind of watching to see what I'm going to run into because I don't really know. A lot of felled trees. This may be the shortest paddle in history. I don't know. Because I'm seeing blockages and I don't know if I'm going to get through this. So I'm just going to keep on going and see what's going on. Wow. I see an opening that I think I can get through on here. I mean, there's two big trees that's felled down this way, and I'm gonna try to thread the needle on it. I'm going through it right now. I would have it on my other camera, but today I forgot the special tripod I use to make that all work. But anyway, I got through it. I'm actually heading out the other way now. And I won't get good footage this way, so I'll get that blockage when I come back up. because the sun is going to be right in my face. So anyway, guys, this is definitely the Amazon, man. I'll tell you what, this is kind of freaky. I was in another place called Brooker Creek, which kind of freaked me out the same way. I mean, it's a lot of cypress trees, a lot of kind of not stagnant water, but man, it has a scent to it. We're going to continue to paddle on, guys. We got fish popping all over the place. And that's a good thing, because that makes gator population not so heavy, because those fish wouldn't be jumping all over the place. So anyway, I'm going to continue. This is an interesting paddle, guys. I got to be honest with you. This is very interesting. I mean, this is a bunch of cypress stuff, and it's just kind of eerie. It's cool. I mean, I'm not scared or nothing. It's just eerie. This is a very eerie place, but it's very peaceful now that I'm away from that bridge and all that traffic noise. Again, this is the Peace River. Is that a big ass gator? It's something. I gotta go watch that real close. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? It looks like it goes that way and that way. I guess I could duck right there. I run into my first block, guys. I don't know if I can continue on unless I can duck under this tree. Looks like there's a lot of felled trees here, and now I can't get through that. Well, let me try that other way, or this paddle may be just over. But that's what happens. I mean, that's one thing why I do these, is to help fellow kayakers on places to go or not to go. And this may be a not to goer. We're going up the other way. I mean, it is kind of pretty out if you look at it. But it's short, it's blocked. I can't paddle anywhere. Well, guys, I hate to say this, but this paddle's over, and we're talking a grand total of about 20 minutes. I got down here, it's blocked with felled trees. I went up that little side thing, maybe thinking it was a branch off, but it's not. The water's really low. I've hit a few logs underneath. I'm gonna try the upper side of that bridge and see if I can get over it, but I don't know. Those rocks were pretty shallow and the water was going up and pretty heavy. And I'm looking for a low spot in that current that's coming down to see if I can paddle through it. So I'm gonna check that one more time, and then if not, hey, it's pack it up and head it home, and unfortunately maybe have to put a red flag on this place at this particular launch point. Now, I've been on the Peace River before, but it was at a different location. They've got some really cool stuff, though. I got to share this with you. Look at this. I mean, it's just absolutely kind of Amazon-y, and it is just really kind of cool. I would love to have continued this paddle, but I can't. Everything's blocked up, and oh well, hey. That's why we do what we do, guys. Give you places to where you don't have to waste your time to go to. Looks like this one's going to be a red flag moment. But it's not that it's not pretty out, but it's just in disrepair. You can't get through. You would need a pretty big chainsaw and everything to clear all that stuff out of there to get passage from this point. So maybe that's why this launch site isn't used that much, because I've got this real difficult spot that I got to get through on the first one. You'll be able to see that as I thread the needle to go through it. When I came downstream, if you look off to the right a little bit, you see the end of that log and that other tree section. That's where I came through. Now I'm going to try it over here. Man, there's a lot of debris in here. I think this is from previous hurricanes, because there's a lot of barrels and stuff like that. They just haven't come in and maintenance this. Well, I just went right through that one. That was a lot easier. But we're getting close to the bridge again, and I'm going to try that spot one more time. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to go back to the launch and take the boat out, because our journey will be over. That was an hour drive, and the last notification I got, which was given information on this place, was like 2013. So I'm going to update that and let them know that this thing is pretty much not passable. I mean, I bet I haven't gone a half a mile. Let's see. Yep. Up and back so far, a half a mile. It's not even worth setting the boat up. But I'm going to try this spot up here under the bridge again. Hopefully we can go upstream. I tried the left side and that didn't work. I see a little bit of a flatter edge on the right side. We're going to try that, and if that doesn't work, then hey, we are going to call it a day. We're coming up to Highway 60 bridge, and I'm not very optimistic about being able to get over that. I hope I do, because I went on the left side and I hit rocks. I mean hard rocks, and it stopped me. And I'm in the Sport today, the AE 1017, and this is what I use for my unknowns, places I'm not sure about and that seem to be a little bit non-informational. There's nothing out there really about it in that particular location. Then I take the Sport because I don't know what I'm in for. Now, if I'd have took the Airvolution today out here, I'd have been in trouble, because that fin and all that kind of stuff. Now I see a slight opening here, and I don't know if this is going to work, but I see a small V. I'm going to try to go between that. I don't know if this is going to work. Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Nope, I'm hung up. All right, that didn't work. We're going to try this one here. I think maybe this one will work. All right. All right, let's go. Nope. One more time for the Gipper. Right there, at angle, maybe. All right, let's see. Whew. Well, I made it over those rocks. I know where I have to go to get it, so we're not going to have a short paddle today. And so now we're heading upstream, which makes me a little bit happier. I didn't want to cut this paddle that short. Yeah, there's a lot of felled tree damages and stuff like that through here. I think I'm gonna go this way. That's gonna be an underwater tree limb. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this for the beginner. You gotta know what you're doing in this water. Okay, and I think it ran branches back up that way. Wow, this thing is crazy. Pretty though. Yeah, current's a lot stronger up here than it was down below. But it's still paddable. I'm running into another spot up here. It looks like it has blocked it. And this will be, looks like the end of this paddle. I won't know until I get up here. But I don't think I'm gonna recommend this place for recreational paddling. It's very narrow, and I'm watching the sides. It's gator mating season right now. So I'm watching the sides real close. And it's really narrow through here. And now getting extremely shallow. Yeah, ooh, man, I hit something. Unfortunately, guys, I'm done. The water's really low, felled trees everywhere. You can't negotiate this thing. This is how I review these rivers and creeks and stuff like that. Because I really don't know what I'm getting into. And that's why I do these reviews for you guys. Well, hey guys, unfortunately, we are heading back down to the launch point. There is just too much damage here. Felled trees, really, really shallow waters, and really hard to negotiate. It's just not fun. This is almost like a job. But anyway, now you're going to see an example of when I put a red flag on a place. I'm just saying, I mean, you can go kayak it if you want to, it's cool. But I'm letting you know that recreationally, it's not very fun, or there's hazards. Getting under the bridge to come upstream was a real challenge. The left side, you can forget about. It hangs you up in the rocks. On the right side, after about 3 tries, I got over it, so that was cool. And then when I got up here, the water got really, really shallow, really narrow. And there's a lot of felled trees. You can see in front of me here, look at, this is the damage you're gonna run into. And you have potential portage areas and stuff like that. You've got to kind of know what you're doing out here. If you do paddle this, I'd recommend your experience level be at least an intermediate. You don't want to bring a beginner out here. You got to look at the signals in the water. Like this tree that's right in the center. But you see the direction it fell, you know you want to go to the right of it, because if you go to the left of it, you're going to hit the tree trunk with your kayak. And you can't see it, it's underwater. We're about maybe a quarter mile from the Highway 60 bridge. And I've got to negotiate that rock stuff and get over there, and then the dock is right on the other side. So we're going to end the video here. I'm sorry. But now you see what I do when I go to a place that I know nothing about. And this is what's been going on now for 5 seasons. I mean, sometimes I know it's really a great place, and other times I don't have a clue. And this is one of those I don't have a clue places. It's been on my list for a while, and I put it off for other places that I knew were okay. But I have a break in the weather here. We got weather coming in, and I wanted to get another paddle in before this weather rolls in and stuff like that. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't much to see, except felled trees and busted stuff and me getting caught on rocks and stuff. But that's what I do. Anyway, hey, we'll see you on the next one.